is a plant shop.
Welcome to the jungle, a Frederic Malle's take on a jungle. My background choice reflects the perfume by 100%. A very interesting creation by Anne Flipo. It's one of those rare times when the name of the perfume, Synthetic Jungle, says it all. It's so green and fresh and floral that my very first impression was, well, I'm drawing it right here. A floral, lily of the valley oriented air freshener, and quite an ordinary one. You know when you can buy a smaller bottle, but the bigger can actually costs the same? That one. A dollar store Flower Power branded gem. Your grandma would love it. Synthetic Jungle by Frederic Malle. That's about it. Okay, let's give Synthetic Jungle a second chance. The main notes are basil, lily of the valley. It always makes me chuckle when people write LOTV instead of lily of the valley. Jasmine and patchouli. These four main notes were listed in the official Frederic Malle website, so we'll assume that they're the loudest ones. There's also a touch of hyacinth, ylang ylang, a synthetic blackcurrant note, and stearyl acetate, which has a dry, intensely green odor reminiscent of gardenia. There's also a touch of galbanum and moss. Can you see how green the whole pyramid looks? That's exactly how it smells like. So green that it even feels a bit poisonous. I wanted to break down the smell, so I'd say that it's 60% floral and 40% green. And that equals to a 97% synthetic smell. It just messes with your nose. On one hand, it smells very chemical, like your typical floral air freshener you could find at any supermarket in the world. On the other, there's a hint of something wild. And if you were to forget what I've just said and smell it from a different perspective, it would feel like an overgrown, lush, and highly poisonous jungle with a minuscule touch of pink flowers. They accomplished everything they wanted. The idea behind this perfume was to take a classical floral green perfume from the 1970s and turn it into something wildly modern. To put the unexpected opening aside, the dry down is quite lovely. I could even imagine this perfume becoming somebody's signature scent. It's really special and personal in its own way. Definitely most beautiful during springtime. It's unnatural, unexpected, but really interesting. I just said unnatural, but it's just a matter of perspective. If you do some mental gymnastics, you could definitely imagine a bizarre alien jungle located eons of light years away, saturated with unknown plant-based life forms which are attempting to suck your life out. I must admit, the note of lily of the valley, or LOTV as the internet loves to call it, is my nemesis. I strongly associate it with very elderly ladies and toilet sprays. However, my friend loves the smell. Do you like lily of the valley in perfumes? Let me know. I drew a field of Bulbasaurs. Except they were supposed to be xenomorph eggs. Only completely plant-based alien eggs. And one has already hatched and attacked a poor astronaut who wasn't wearing a helmet for some reason. This is how I felt the very first time I smelled Synthetic Jungle. I was so intrigued by the notes that I even considered blind buying a bottle. But that old lady floral note, I felt like a green leafy facehugger alien with tiny lily of the valley blossoms hanging from his tail just tried to suffocate me. But then, half an hour later, I experienced an unforeseen twist as the perfume started to bloom on my skin. I quickly made a few sketches and carried on with the main piece. The synthesis of a classical chypre perfume formula and ultra-modern aroma chemicals turned out to be very interesting. Synthetic Jungle doesn't smell mainstream or mouth-watering or sexy. No, rather, it's an experiment, an attempt to bring back the old days, to revive the forgotten. I guess I just have too many associations. One needs a fresh mind and olfactory amnesia to truly appreciate this creation. My 4-year-old said it smells amazing, just like trees. I second that, except like alien trees. So I drew a little comic strip for my final drawing. The name Synthetic Jungle felt like it could be a title of a Hollywood film noir blockbuster, an over-the-top crime drama, a bit like Sin City, where everything is black and white except for the accents, highlighted in red. The main emphasis in my drawing is to everything green. A girl was spraying her plants with a LOTV air freshener when suddenly a grim figure walks in, only to realize that all the plants aren't real. They're connected to the power grid. But why? That was all for Synthetic Jungle by Anne Flipo and Frederic Malle. See you soon. Bye.